What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Quick Response Fishing. I'm Patrick Quick, and today I'm going to be going over the Super 6 sack for the month of March. This sack specifically marked the era of a new Super 6 sack. They were talking about, if you follow them on Instagram, their website, talking about the revamping of the Super 6 sack. They said they listened to everything that everybody who has the subscriptions had to say, the feedback, and they molded this into something new. So if you have the premium sack, that's $36.99, that automatically gets switched over to the new one. If you have like the standard or the Taylor, apparently you have to go and resubscribe by dropping those, because they're not going to do those anymore, and you have to resubscribe to the Super 6. And they only have apparently so many that they're going to be able to do. So if you want one, don't sleep on it and go get yourself resubscribed if you were in one of those, or if you haven't even subscribed at all. Now, following them on Instagram and other people on Instagram, YouTube, and the website, they were talking about, new colors that were specific to the subscribers, or we'd get sneak peeks of products first, or new stuff in general. Just trying to make it more, I guess, limited for the people that are in the subscription. So I'm super excited to see what comes out of this. Super excited to see how it drives itself forward after seeing what's in this month. I couldn't be more stoked for it. I'm really excited. Before I get into that though, I wanted to show off this right here. This little duck plopper is one that I got as a free gift from Sugar Tit Lures. I'm going to be trying to paint this into a mandarin, which is a very, very colorful duck. More colorful than the wood duck, and I'm gonna see if I can't do pretty well at it. It's my first time putting them together, so hopefully it works. I know one of the feet are kind of they stick a little bit more than the other one. This one's a little bit more free flowing. This one's got a little bit more drag on it. Maybe I'll put a little bit of lube in there or something like that, get it to do its revolutions and rotations the correct way. But it might not matter when it's actually in the water. It's just something that I had noticed when I was putting it together. Could be on my end. Like I said, I've never actually put the feet together of any type of lure since I'm new to the whole lure painting, lure creation scene, or even just small little things like that, just getting the feet on. And then I wanted to show this dude right here. If anybody remembers this is that milk bug or milk beetle that I did, that really quick paint. It's got all its color shift glory, that orange, blue, violet transitions. It came out super awesome, and I hope the camera picks up on all that. I got some little hooks on there. I just put a little snap on here just for now, just so I could hold it up and kind of rotate it so you can see all of its glory. Wish I would have went with a little bit sized up hooks, but I did get some smaller hooks in, and those were the first ones I thought to put on here, so hopefully it works good. If not, I will take them off and upsize them. Also, I know I've showed this off before. This was from Euro Tackle. If anybody knows where I can get any blanks that are little crankbaits like this, like square bill, they could even be little divers like this, but any small micro stuff, because micro is one of the things I love to do because I fish a lot of creeks, and I'd like to be able to paint myself an arsenal and maybe paint some other people some for their arsenal as well. So if you know where I can get any square bill, diver, crank looking things like that are in a blank, please let me know. Whether it's on here or my Instagram, Patrick_Quick2100, and even Facebook now. I do have a Facebook. It's under my name, Patrick Quick. And it's basically a business page in a sense. I don't really use it for personal things. It's more so for quick response fishing and quick response lures. So with that being said, let me grab this Super 6 sack right here and start diving off into here. As you know, my son and my wife, when they come in, they always look at it first before me. That's why they're never in the box anymore. But I tell them they can't tell me anything because I have to unbox it on the table in front of everybody, because I want it to be as much as a surprise. Even though she gives me hints oh, it's real good, it's don't tell me what it is, lady. I love you, but don't spoil the surprise. So, first thing we're gonna go off into here, some Divine Shaky Worms in Green Pumpkin Burst. got what it looks like the confetti type of glitter where it kind of goes into rainbow and black and gold, and that green pumpkin. Pretty awesome standout looking soft plastic here. They've got pretty decent durability for the kind of material it is. It's not an elastic type of deal, and for it not being that and the durability that these have is really nice. Next, we have a Movement 80X in Threadfin Shad. There's that Movement 80 in the Threadfin Shad. Really nice color detail. Of course, they got 6 cents right there on the top. And then there's that bill for that movement. This is what this Munch was made from. Munch is the smaller version of this. So, really awesome. Got a really big wide swing in the back. It's a really awesome lure. I've used them, I've caught fish on it. It was the Shad Drone color. Ow, these are really sharp as always. The Shad Drone color, I believe it was. I caught my first bass on the Shad Drone Movement 80X. It was that color. Next. All right, so here's one of their new ones. Or newer. It's like not new because it's a Quake, but it's the 80 suspending Quake. So this is the suspending Quake. I don't have any of these. This is awesome to see coming in this Super 6 stack so far. Getting this now, super impressed. And I mean the color on that. I love the way the 6 does their gills. Look at that belly on there. That nose with that blue. Nice loud, sharp trebles. Can't wait to get this one out and try. I'm probably going to be tying this on actually right now while the weather's cold and there's no ice. I was at Pike Lake. I did try to go fishing. Didn't end up getting anything. And I want to get some traps out there and some stuff that goes a little bit farther down. The next thing that we have in here is a flat 75X. This is one of the lures that my 7-foot heater series rod that I got is for. So this Crush 50 75X here is in the Lava Crawl. Look at that thing right there. That's really awesome. I love the top on there, fading into that kind of burnt orange, reddish orange, down into that regular orange, and then the gold as the crawl marks that stand out. A little bit of noise, not too much, but definitely something that's going to be fished here spring when my bite is actually on in spring and they're not just kind of waking up from their dormancy as the weather starts to get warmer. Next in here we have the Crush Mini 25 MD in the Blue True Shad. Look at that right there. I'm not sure if I've gotten one of these before or not in the same color, but I know I've gotten a couple of these minis, and whether it's the square bill Crush, the Mini Crush 50, or this Mini 25, the medium diving, these work really well around me because the smaller profile just seems to get bit more when the pressure starts coming onto the lakes. There's so many people that fish the areas around me, you know, unless I go into the creeks where nobody else goes because I wear the waders. Every other place seems to be heavily pressured, so most of my bites come on smaller profile stuff like this, unless I'm at Pike Lake or, you know, I'm not recording and then I end up getting them on some pretty decent stuff, but I get there and there's not very many people on the water yet. So maybe it's just the luck of the day that I go. I don't know, but those small profiles just seem to be the niche that I need sometimes when that pressure is on. Next we have, feels like there's two things in here. This is the 6th Sense exclusive color. This is the glitch. This is a new product. This is not even on their website right now. Look at that thing. That's a drop shot bait. That's a drop shot bait in like a bass color. This is so sick. It's got these little eyes that come out. Almost kind of like a lizard head almost. It's kind of unique there, and it's got a little fin here on the back, and then it goes into that tail. It's going to have tons of action. This thing is really sick. I hope the camera's picking that up, how it's got like the eyes on there that stand out, and that fin right there on the top. It's got a little fin underneath there where I was holding my finger too. Really unique design. I can't wait to try this out. Drop shot's one of those ones that might work real well too while the water's still cold and they're down deeper. This is something I'm definitely going to be trying to put on really soon. And I love that name, the glitch. And we have 2 more things in here. Oh, cool. So this is the first time I've seen these. This is the worm weights. They have tungsten, they have lead. These are the lead worm weights, and these are, let's see, what size? A 1/4 ounce. So this is some 1/4 ounce lead ones right here. And then some drop shot hooks to go with that new glitch, which is awesome. Their terminal tackle is really, really good. Very, very sharp. And you don't have as many problems hooking up to the fish with good terminal. This is one thing right here that just makes me know that going forward, if this first one like this, we get an exclusive lure, an exclusive bait that's brand new. We got the Quake suspending, which was a new version of the Quake, the bullet weights. This makes me know that going forward, or at least it makes me hopeful going forward, that every single one of these Super 6 sacks going forward are going to be absolutely incredible. And I can't wait. And this is one of the reasons why I love 6th Sense. Not only do they have good hard baits and they have soft plastics, right? But they have the terminal. 6th Sense is becoming basically a one-stop shop where you're going to be able to get anything that your heart could ever desire in colors that look like they're custom, like how I paint custom lures. I mean, that's one of the things that drew me to 6th Sense was their patterns. Their patterns were so unique, and every single one of them looked like they came out of a custom painter's thing. It wasn't just, you know, plain Jane run-of-the-mill type of stuff. Like, you know, you've got this gill here, and then you've got the Berkeley War Pig, which the Berkeley War Pig doesn't have a bad color pattern as a gill pattern, but you look at this one, and you can see the more realism in it, not more of like a cartoonish kind of design, if you would. So yeah, that's just one of those things that drew me to the brand. And even though I paint my own lures and I'm going to be fishing a lot of them, and I have other brands of lures and baits and stuff all over, and I check a lot of things out, the 6 is one of those brands that is going to be an all-time go-to of mine over a lot of the other stuff. I mean, I made my own chatterbaits out of their Divine swim jigs because I like them that much. So, yeah, really, really super excited about this sack in the future going forward. If you know where to get any of these little micros, like I said earlier, please let me know. I really like to know where I could get some square bills and some deep divers or medium diving little cranks like this for the creeks. I'd really appreciate that. What did you think of this glitch? I mean, that as a drop shot bait in itself, and the color, that gold is something else. That's superb. That's just so bright and poppy. And let me know what you thought of the sack. Let me know how you're doing. You know, how is everybody doing? I'd love to know. I hope the week's going great for you. You know, what's something positive that's happened to you? You know, is there something going on? You know, maybe we can get some prayers out there for you, or just some blessings sent your way to try to make more of a positivity come your way if you're down and feeling like that. You know, whatever it is, you let me know. However open you want to be with me. You know, I consider you all family. I really appreciate you all being here. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't. Leave a like on the video. And as always, fish till you flatline.